Alrighty, so grading field. So where I want to start here. Good place as any. Alright, so bring up Courseplay. And what we're going to do is start course recording. It just, I forget what these various settings are, but you're just going to outline the field of what you want. So I'm going to start course recording. Go ahead and close that so I can see. And then when you get to kind of where you want, just give it a turn. And that end. And take it back where you started. Like that. So that's the easiest way to create a field. And just stop there and you save that and you give it a name like grass field. If I could spell. Alright, and then you save it. Alright, now of course, with that field set up, you could set that as your boundary edge and go out there and mow it and ted it and do all that kind of stuff with it. I prefer to make my fields a little bit neater. A little bit more square like the first one that I did over here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use GPS, and of course if you don't have GPS that makes it a lot harder, but yeah. Let's turn on GPS. Got it set up over here. And about right in there is good. Let's delete this course. We'll go ahead and get rid of that grass field temp. Okay, so creating a square field with the corners gets a little bit more complicated, of course. Alright, so we'll get it on GPS. And kind of figure out where we want the edge at. Alright. OS. The heading. And what is this? It's 90 degree. And start a course recording. Like before. Okay. Now the difference on this is at the corner, instead of just turning and heading down the other way, figure out where you want to be at. right there. Alright, so what you do at the corner is hit pause. Right? And line up where you want your other edge to be. And get your heading. Alright, and then you just unpause it and take off in that direction. Then of course you repeat on every corner. So, get to the corner, hit pause. And if you've got GPS. If you don't have GPS, probably just the smooth corners should probably be your better bet. Or at least it is for me. I can't keep lines straight. Alright, get there. Unpause it. And head down that way. I was trying to kind of get to the edge of the road over there. I think that's pretty close. Alright. Pause. Wind up. Alright, then hopefully you're going to wind up pretty close to where you started from. Okay, and stop recording. Alright, as you can see, I didn't exactly wind up where I started from. But what you can do is, in this, you can turn on Courseplay Editor. You'll have to look and see what your key binding is. But what I can do is take this point and just move it into there. Okay? I'm going to save this as Grassfield 2. Alright, so using GPS, course editor, that kind of stuff, you can lay out a square course. Alright, so once you have that, now I'm going to harvest this all in grass. I can use this temporary field that I created to go ahead and harvest the grass off. There's no use wasting the grass and the hay. Alright, might as well get that before I actually plow it and make a field out of it. Go up here and get my mower. Alright, so I've got this field laid out. And all I've done is just lay out the edges, border edges, of course. So I have grass field 2 loaded, and now I can do field work. So do course generation, headland none, just go up and down, and 9.1 meters, generate the course. Nope. Currently loaded course. Let's try this again. Ah. Alright, let's clear the course. That's why you gotta save it. I forgot to clear the other one. Currently loaded course, no headlands, 9.1 meters, generate. This is gonna go up and down this way. Line up. Alright, drive the course. Now, what I would do, if I can, edit this. I would let this run, and then as soon as it finishes, and if I can do it, I'll come back and show you how I use the same course for the tedder and then the windrower. And then we pick all that up, and then we'll come back and create a permanent field using the plow. So if I can edit, we'll put them back to back, one way or the other. But right now it's just going to be slow going, doing this. All right, so that is doing some field work after you create a field. On the grass work, I can use the same course that I've got on there and just run the next tool across the field. I don't have to create a new course. Of course, there's a key to it, and that key is your tools need to be just about the same width. So I'm going to grab the tedder. Hey. So I'll run the tedder over it, then I'll run the windrower, and then I'll run my loading wagon over it. And then we'll go to the next part, which is to create a permanent field by plowing it. Alright, running the same course again, because everything has similar width. I can run the mower, the tedder, the windrower, all on the same course. Alright, now I need to plow it. Now, I did lay this out in squares. Alright, so I'm going to clear this course. And if I load in grass field 2, and pick off where the borders are. Alright, so I've got a nice square field laid out. And if like I say, the editor works, I'm going to clip out the tutorial on how to do this. Alright, so now I should be able to do field work, course generation, this course, headland, do 2, start working on the headland. I want The what these headland corners are smooth will turn at the ends. It generally will miss a little bit in each corner as they make a smooth corner. If you do turn, it'll square them off. And then round is whatever your turn radius is on your tool. So I usually try to do turn. Headland overlap doesn't really matter on the plow. 6.2, generate course. And let's see what it does. Of course, the other thing you got to do is make sure your plow is on create fields. And the next important thing is always save game, just in case your hired worker decides to take off on a tangent. Just like that. I can clean that up. I think I picked the wrong direction to start with. All right, so anyway, turn, he should stop here, figure out a 90-degree angle to that, and then drop the plow like that. Now, here's the problem that I have with what I did. That why he's out there a little bit too far is because under these settings, you have raise implements early, lower temp implements late. Normally that's not that way. It's raise them late, drop them early. But yeah, but I'll clean up the edges. But anyway, that's what turn does as opposed to smooth. It'll put in 90-degree corners. It's a little bit slower, but it is also a little bit more efficient. Because you don't leave crops and stuff in the in those corners like that. And of course, this is going to take a very long time with a 6-meter plow. But yeah, that's how I do my fields. When I can, lay them out in squares like this instead of round corners. But if I don't have GPS, I really can't do that. And then after I do like I said, I don't like to leave the grass on the field. So after I get all the grass off of there, then it's time to plow it and make a permanent field out of it. I'm gonna have to come back and clean up the where I messed up. I thought he was going to take off to the right. He went to the left. Psyched me out. Okay, we're going this way. No, that way.